Hello and welcome to Heroes of History. This time we are focusing on Ulysses S. Grant, and let's look at him. He has an okay amount of hit points and a very high defensive points, and well, rather low attack, but he's still an anti-hero hero. So he has 60 hits per minute, his range, medium movement speed, crit is normal, and base damage is normal, so nothing really interesting here. His ability is a bit interesting. Union Rejuvenation. He has it's a melee strike, range strike, and recovery at the same time, so it's rather complex. He strikes the current target for 472.5% damage at level 10 before shooting the enemy with the lowest defense, dealing 857.5% damage, which gives a rather high damage as it's the lowest defense. Then Ulysses heals himself for 583.33% of his base damage, so he also heals himself. So he strikes 2 enemy targets and heals himself. Well, he's a useful tank, that's what he is. So let's just see how he fares on the campaign map here, and see if we can do a lot of good things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're starting here. Battle number 9. Continue. And Musashi, even though you are good, let's see if it's something different with Ulysses S. Grant. He is a tank, and he is not really prone to dying because he has a high defense, and he also is good at well, shooting his enemies. He'll soon shoot the first one here, and then heal himself, and he also shot her. If you can see, she already lost some life, and he was the only one who could put her in range. Again, we're going for the next round here, and he is well, he is Ulysses. He isn't really a hard hitter, but as you can see here, when he shoots again, his hits hard enough, and his enemies, especially if they don't have too much hit points. And he'll even be able to shoot at this guy. I'm not sure if he can kill him, but it's interesting when he uses his power in just a second. Let's see that he actually do these things. Of course, it would be great if William Tell would shoot a bit faster, but well, with all due respect, he does great. And comparing him with Musashi from the last battle, he's almost at full health, even here at the end. Let's look at the battle stats. And especially take note that how little he lost of his own hit points compared to how much he healed himself with, which literally means that he kept himself alive through the battle and made Ashoka being able to focus on something else. That's how you are a good tank in combat. Now let's look at the next battle and see if we can also do the same there and just literally hold the front line for his friends here. Now, as we have the hero down here that goes to close combat, let's go to close combat with him, with our own close combat guy. Now, interesting is who will he shoot at after his current target. Well, he shot at both heroes, which, well, isn't the most efficient way to killing them, but it took a lot down from them anyway, which is also a good thing for us because, well, they all need to die at some point, but of course they do the same damage from start to the end if you don't change anything. So you want them to actually die, so you want a finisher. So William Tell is a good thing for that, but you also need some tanks to absorb the damage, so that is what Grant is good for. And let's see if we can muster it even when we reach the 5th battle of this test, or well, we need someone stronger. Now let's go and look for the battle stats. Now let's continue to the next battle. Let's go up here, and this time we're fighting Genghis Khan. And well, to fight Genghis Khan, well, let's fight close combat with close combat. Well, he should be able to keep himself alive, or at least help a lot with it. But whether or not he will shoot at Genghis Khan with his worst attack, or he will shoot at one of those Che Guerreros down here, I'm not really sure which one has the lowest hit point. Well, that was apparently no, not hit points, defense. That was apparently one of those down here, which isn't great because, well, William Tell can kill them on his own. So we'll be using a lot of our, well, healing on a hero that is not necessary to heal, while he's more or less almost getting killed himself in the process because he's shooting at the wrong hero. See, now we lost her. Well, William Tell can kill him off, but now we're at a loss if we lose him. Even he's a good tank, we'll need him to stay alive just a tad longer if we are to win the battle. But yeah, well, it's making it tough on himself as we don't have some closure. A guy who can actually kill Genghis Khan. It makes the battle hard here because Musashi killed him off pretty fast, which eliminated the threat. So exactly in this battle, we should have Musashi and not Ulysses S. Grant. But in other battles, we'd rather have that tank. Now let's look at the stats anyway. Now let's go to the fourth battle here. And out of this province to the next, and battle number 9 here, continue. Now we'll more than likely have the same problem here, because again, Genghis Khan will go into close combat and he will probably have the lowest defense, which means that none of these two heroes will kill a Genghis Khan, which is literally the problem in this combat. And this time he even shoots at our American friend here, Mr. Grant. And not shooting and killing the most dangerous hero, well, that is gonna be a problem in the long run, because, well, Grant can't really stand much more damage, so he is a good tank. We need the other two heroes to die, and die fast. And I want... now the heroes are gone. Well, we lost only one hero, which is actually pretty good. But, well, again, we want a hero. If you want to win this combat comfortably, you want a hero that can finish off the most dangerous hero at any time. Let's look at the battle stats. Well, being in the line of fire of Genghis Khan, well, Ulysses S. Grant actually won the Most Valuable Player award by absorbing a hell of a lot of damage from Genghis Khan. So he can actually do a pretty good job when he is placed right on the battlefield, so it's him who absorbs the issue and the battle points, the defensive the life force that needs to be drained from the enemy. Now let's see if we can patch him up somewhere that will make sense. I think we'll put him on the side and him in the middle, so we get a bigger chance to have someone to tank that hero that always eludes us in the previous combats. Of course, that gives him an unfair advantage compared to the other heroes. Maybe. And maybe he'll just be more prone to dying because, well, there will be heroes shooting him. And ordinary units swarming him as well. Now, as you can see, there come William Wallace, and we have already in close combat with him. And, well, he doesn't take the biggest hit now. As you can see, he shot one over here. And unfortunately, well, then one of the healings went there. So we get full effect from William Tell this time, but we didn't really penetrate the defenses of William Wallace here, because he's more or less at full health right now, which is a problem, because now our tank died, so now he is really draining the life force out of our other heroes, which is another problem because those over here aren't really in the battle either, and the hard hitter here is still alive. So we're still not reaching the goal of winning this combat, because that support unit and that healers, let's just face it, they will not win this battle. That's not even a thing I would bet on, even if I could believe in a win here. Especially because that William Tell guy, well, he will kill my healer in a short moment if, he can't even make it to heal himself one more time, and well, that support unit just doesn't hit hard enough to match William Wallace. Now let's look at the battle stats anyway. Now looking at the collective stats, Ulysses S. Grant gave way less damage than Musashi, and even though he is a tank, well, he is also less prone to damage, so even then he get less average damage than Miyamoto Musashi because of his high defense, and especially in the first battles you can see he get an extremely low amount of damage his way. So his high defense is really helpful and can keep him going for a long time. Unfortunately, he didn't reach to absorb more damage than Musashi in the last battle either, but he is a tank unit, and well, you need to use him right so you can keep him alive. Otherwise, well, he won't work. In different situations, I would recommend any of these two heroes, and I will probably actually recommend both of them above Inanna. So, well, there it is. You can choose your own endings of this video, and this concludes actually the anti-hero heroes we have here in the 3-star segment. I will say thank you for watching this video.